What if I told you that one small change to your daily meals could help you live 10, even 15 years longer while spending less money on food? In the United States, more than 80% of adults over 65 live with at least one chronic condition: heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure. But in Japan, many people remain active, independent, and mentally sharp well into their 90s. The secret? It's not expensive medicine. It's not high-tech therapy. It's food. Simple, humble, everyday food. In this video, I'll share with you 10 superfoods that I, an old soul from a small Japanese village, have eaten for decades. They're cheap, easy to find, and might just change your life. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? And what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. The spirit of Japanese longevity. A life rooted in food. When your joints ache, your muscles feel weak, and even a short walk leaves you breathless. It's easy to feel like your body is working against you. But in Japan, I've seen something different. I've lived it. At 86 years old, I still cook, tend my garden, and walk to the market. I've buried friends younger than me, not because I'm lucky, but because of one thing: the way I eat. In Japan, we believe that food is not just fuel. It is medicine. It is memory. It is daily healing. There's a word we use, shokuiku. It means food education. But to us, it's more than that. It's a way of life. We teach our children not just what to eat, but why. Because every bite we take is either helping us or hurting us. You see, we don't eat to feel full. We eat to feel whole. And what's most surprising, the foods that have kept me strong all these years, they're not rare. They're not expensive. They're not flashy. They're simple. Fermented beans, warm soup, sea vegetables, foods that Western doctors are only now beginning to study, but that we've trusted for centuries. In America, I hear many seniors say, "I'm tired. I just don't feel like myself anymore." But your body hasn't given up on you. It's waiting for you to give it what it needs. And maybe, just maybe, that begins with your next meal. Natto, the sticky secret to strong bones and a sharp mind. If there's one food that surprises visitors in Japan, it's natto. Sticky, stringy, and with a bold smell, natto is fermented soybeans that have been a breakfast staple in Japan for centuries. But beyond its unique texture, natto holds incredible power, especially for aging bodies. Natto is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin K2, a nutrient that helps calcium bind to bones instead of arteries. For seniors, that means stronger bones and a lower risk of fractures, especially in the hips and spine. It also supports heart health by preventing arterial calcification, a silent issue for many older adults. But natto's benefits don't stop there. It contains nattokinase, an enzyme that may help prevent blood clots and improve circulation. It's also packed with probiotics, which promote gut health, ease digestion, and may even enhance mood and brain clarity. Now, where can you find this superfood if you're not in Japan? In the US, natto is available in many Asian grocery stores, like H-Mart, Mitsuwa, or 99 Ranch Market. Some health food stores and online retailers, such as Amazon or Asian Food Grocer, also carry frozen or fresh packs. The easiest way to eat natto? Just open the pack, mix it well with chopsticks until it gets frothy, and serve it over a bowl of warm rice. Many Japanese add a splash of soy sauce and chopped green onions. Some like to mix in a raw egg yolk or a little mustard for extra flavor. At first, the texture may surprise you, but give it a few tries. Your bones and your brain will thank you for it. Miso, the comforting soup that protects your gut. Miso is one of the quiet heroes of Japanese kitchens. At first glance, it's just a soft, brown paste, but this humble ingredient, made by fermenting soybeans with rice or barley, has nourished Japanese families for over 1,000 years. For older adults, miso offers something incredibly valuable: gut protection. It's naturally rich in probiotics, especially lactobacillus, which help restore balance in the digestive system. This is essential as we age, when digestion tends to slow down and bloating or constipation become more common. A healthy gut doesn't just mean better digestion. It also supports immune health, helps manage inflammation, and may even impact mood and brain function. That's why in many Japanese homes, the day starts with a warm bowl of miso soup, soothing, simple, and healing from within. You might be wondering, can I get miso outside Japan? Absolutely. In the US, miso is widely available in Asian markets like H-Mart, Mitsuya, or even the Asian section of stores like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. It often comes in tubs, sorted by color. White, shiro, miso is sweeter and milder. Red, aka miso, is stronger and saltier. Either works well for soups. Making miso soup at home is wonderfully simple. Dissolve a tablespoon of miso paste in warm, not boiling water. This keeps the probiotics alive. Add tofu cubes, seaweed, or scallions for extra nourishment. You can also stir it into sauces, dressings, or even stews for a deeper umami flavor. This isn't just soup, it's comfort in a bowl, a daily ritual that gently supports your body from the inside out. Green tea, the daily ritual for a calm and clear mind. You've probably seen green tea on every grocery store shelf, from fancy tins to dusty tea bags tossed into a clearance bin. But here's the truth: not all green tea is the same. And once you know what to look for, finding the right green tea becomes surprisingly easy. In Japan, green tea isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, a way to pause, breathe, and care for the body and the mind. For seniors, it offers more than calm. It brings clarity, supports memory, and protects against age-related decline, thanks to its rich supply of antioxidants, especially EGCG. I still remember sitting with my grandfather under the cherry blossom tree, slowly sipping hot green tea as he told me, "This is how we live long, not in a rush, but with presence." If you're shopping for green tea, here's what I've learned over the years. Skip the flavored blends, the sugar-laced bottles, and even some of the common tea bags. Instead, look for Japanese sencha, gyokuro, or matcha. These are higher in antioxidants and carry that smooth, grassy depth of flavor true green tea lovers know. You'll often find them in Asian grocery stores, specialty tea shops, or online retailers like Ippodoku Tea, Yamamoto Yama, or even Amazon, if you search for the right names. 1 cup a day is all you need. Steep loose-leaf sencha for just a minute or two in water that's hot, but not boiling, to protect the flavor and health benefits. Or try matcha, whisked powder tea that gives a gentle, focused energy without the crash of coffee. In a world that moves too fast, green tea is your invitation to slow down, protect your body, and clear your mind, one sip at a time. Seaweed, the ocean's gift to your thyroid and skin. Seaweed may not look like much, but in Japan, it's considered a sacred food from the sea. Whether it's thin sheets of nori, slippery strips of wakame, or rich dark kombu, seaweed is everywhere in the Japanese diet, and for good reason. Seaweed is one of the most iodine-rich foods on Earth. Iodine is essential for thyroid health, which controls metabolism, energy, and even mood. As we age, thyroid function can naturally decline, leading to fatigue, weight gain, or brain fog. A little seaweed each day helps keep the thyroid balanced and active. But the benefits don't stop there. Seaweed is full of minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron, supporting bone health, blood flow, and muscle strength. It also contains fucoidan, a compound linked to reduced inflammation and improved immune response. And thanks to its antioxidants, seaweed can even promote healthier, more radiant skin. So where can you find this ocean superfood? Most grocery stores now carry nori sheets in the international aisle. For wakame and kombu, try Asian markets like 99 Ranch, H-Mart, or online retailers like Amazon. Look for dried packs. They last long and are easy to store. The simplest way to enjoy seaweed? Toss a few wakame flakes into soup, or crumble nori over rice or salad for a salty, savory boost. Kombu can be simmered in water to make a mineral-rich broth, a base for soups and stews. Just a little goes a long way. You don't need much to feel the difference. Think of seaweed as the quiet strength of the ocean, small, gentle, and deeply nourishing. Tofu, soft, simple, and full of protein. When I was a child, my grandmother used to place warm blocks of tofu into small wooden bowls, sprinkle a bit of grated ginger, and drizzle just a touch of soy sauce. We'd sit quietly, the steam rising into the cold winter air, and savor each bite. Soft, gentle, healing. Tofu may be simple, but it is one of the most complete plant proteins you can eat. It contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a perfect food for maintaining muscle strength, especially as we age and muscle naturally begins to decline. It's also low in calories, gentle on the stomach, and supports heart health with its high content of plant-based compounds. As I grew older and traveled beyond Japan, I wondered, could I still find tofu far from home? To my surprise, I found it almost everywhere. In Los Angeles, I walked into a small Korean market and saw it stacked in rows. In Texas, I found it at a Whole Foods next to almond milk. Even in a tiny town in Oregon, a regular supermarket had silken tofu sitting quietly in the refrigerated aisle. Tofu has become global, but it hasn't lost its spirit. Preparing it is easy. No need for complicated recipes. For a light meal, try slicing soft tofu and serving it cold with soy sauce, scallions, and a dash of sesame oil. Or pan-fry firm tofu until golden and add it to a stir-fry or soup. You can even blend it into smoothies for extra protein without any dairy. Tofu doesn't shout, it whispers, and sometimes that's exactly what the body needs, something gentle, nourishing, and quietly powerful. Edamame, a snack that's actually good for you. On summer evenings in my hometown, we'd sit on the wooden porch, listening to the cicadas, and pass around a bowl of warm edamame, just lightly salted, still in their pods. It was the kind of snack that brought the whole family together. Simple, satisfying, and surprisingly nourishing. Edamame, or young green soybeans, are one of the best-kept secrets for seniors looking to support their health without adding stress to their diet. Packed with plant-based protein, fiber, and folate, edamame helps maintain muscle mass, improves digestion, and supports heart health by lowering bad cholesterol. What makes edamame so perfect for older adults is its balance. It gives you energy, fills you up, but never feels heavy. And unlike many snacks, it's truly good for you. When I visited my daughter in Seattle last year, I was delighted to see frozen bags of edamame in her freezer. "Where did you find these?" I asked. "At Trader Joe's," she said. "They're everywhere now." And she was right. Whether you shop at Whole Foods, Costco, or even Walmart, you can usually find edamame either in the pod or already shelled in the frozen vegetable section. And the best part? It takes just 5 minutes to prepare. Boil the pods in water for about 4 to 5 minutes, sprinkle a little sea salt, and serve warm. You can also toss shelled edamame into salads, soups, or rice dishes. I even like blending them into a simple dip with garlic and lemon, an easy twist on hummus. Edamame is proof that not all snacks are guilty pleasures. Some, like this one, are quiet acts of care for your body, your memory, and your peace of mind. Kimchi, fermented fire, for a healthier gut and a sharper mind. Kimchi isn't originally from Japan, it's a beloved Korean dish, but in many Japanese households, especially in recent decades, it has become a staple. And for good reason. This spicy, fermented cabbage is bursting with life. Rich in probiotics, vitamin C, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds, kimchi helps support gut health, which plays a central role in digestion, immunity, and even brain clarity. For seniors, a balanced gut can mean fewer stomach issues, stronger defenses, and a clearer, calmer mind. What makes kimchi so special is its heat. It stimulates the senses, wakes up the appetite, and adds excitement to even the simplest meals. And yet, despite its fiery flavor, it's gentle on the body when eaten in moderation. I first tried kimchi during a trip to Osaka, where a neighbor shared her homemade batch. "It's not Japanese," she smiled, "but we eat it almost every day." Since then, I've kept a small jar in my fridge too, something vibrant to reach for on days when my meals need a little energy. Finding kimchi today is easier than ever. Most large grocery stores, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, even Costco, carry small jars of fresh kimchi in the refrigerated section. You'll also find it in Asian markets, often in larger tubs, next to miso and pickled vegetables. Eat it as a side dish with rice, mix it into soups, or layer it into a sandwich or grain bowl. Just a few bites a day can help awaken your gut, balance your meals, and keep your body feeling light and energized. Kimchi may come from another country, but its spirit fits perfectly into a life of mindful, nourishing eating. Daikon, the humble radish with healing power. When I think of comfort, I think of daikon simmering slowly in a pot of broth. The smell would drift through the house on cold evenings, calling everyone to the table. Soft, mild, and slightly sweet, daikon isn't flashy, but it has quietly taken care of our health for generations. Daikon is a large white radish, and in Japanese tradition, it's not just a vegetable, it's a healer. It's known for its anti-inflammatory properties and its ability to aid digestion, especially after heavy meals. For seniors, it helps ease bloating, improves liver function, and supports detoxification. What makes daikon truly special is how gentle it is. When you've lost your appetite or your stomach feels unsettled, a warm bowl of daikon soup can feel like medicine, without the pills. During my stay in San Francisco a few years ago, I found daikon piled high in a small Chinatown market. But it wasn't just there. I saw it again in H-Mart, then at Sprouts, and even at the local Safeway. It may not have been labeled superfood, but I smiled knowing its quiet power. If you see a long, white root that looks like a fat carrot, that's it. Choose ones that are firm and smooth. To cook it, peel and slice it into rounds or half moons. Simmer with a bit of soy sauce, ginger, and broth until tender. You can also grate it raw and serve with fish, or mix it into dressings for a refreshing tang. It may look plain, but daikon carries the wisdom of centuries. It doesn't just fill the stomach, it soothes it, gently and patiently. Shiitake mushrooms. Earthy flavor. Immune strengthener. Shiitake mushrooms have a scent that reminds me of autumn walks in the forest. Earthy, grounding, and full of quiet strength. In Japanese cooking, they are more than just a flavor enhancer. They are part of our immune system's toolbox. For seniors, shiitake mushrooms are especially powerful. They're rich in beta-glucans, natural compounds that help boost immune function and protect against infections. They also support our heart health by lowering cholesterol and reducing inflammation. Even more, they offer vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults lack, especially in colder months. I still remember my mother hanging shiitake to dry by the kitchen window. We'd soak them later to use in soups, rice, or simmered dishes. The aroma, once rehydrated, was deep and calming, like coming home. You don't need to live in Japan to enjoy these mushrooms. I have seen dried shiitake in the most unexpected places, from big chains like Whole Foods and Kroger to little Asian shops tucked into quiet corners of the city. The trick is knowing what they look like. Round, dark brown caps, often wrinkled when dried, but full of flavor once soaked. To prepare them, soak dried shiitake in warm water for 20 to 30 minutes until soft. Use the soaking water in soups for added umami. Slice the mushrooms and simmer them with soy sauce and mirin, or add them to rice while it cooks for a rich, savory depth. Shiitake mushrooms are not flashy, but they work steadily, like a trusted friend, supporting your health, warming your meals, and reminding you that food is still your first and best medicine. Umeboshi, the tiny plum with a powerful punch. It's small, it's sour, and it wakes up your mouth like a morning breeze. Umeboshi, Japanese pickled plum, isn't just a condiment. It's a burst of tradition, packed with healing energy. These wrinkled little fruits are made by fermenting plums with salt and red shiso leaves. The result? A super-condensed source of alkaline minerals, antioxidants, and natural compounds that support digestion, liver function, and fatigue recovery. In Japan, umeboshi is often used to settle the stomach, reduce nausea, or simply bring the body back into balance after illness or exhaustion. I still remember my lunchboxes as a boy, steamed rice with a single umeboshi in the center, like the red sun on our flag. My mother said it would keep the food safe and keep me strong. She was right. Though umeboshi used to be rare outside Japan, it's now surprisingly easy to find if you know what to look for. Check the refrigerated or international aisles in Asian supermarkets like Mitsuya, H-Mart, or Uwajimaya. Look for jars labeled umeboshi or pickled plum, ideally with no added sugar. You can also find them online from Japanese specialty stores or health-focused retailers. They may be intense at first, deeply salty, sharply sour, but you don't need much. Just half a plum with a bowl of rice is enough to stimulate digestion and add a burst of flavor. Some people even dissolve a piece in hot water as a tea to ease indigestion. Umeboshi isn't for everyone, but for those who learn to love it, it becomes a tiny, daily ritual, a way to feel cleansed, grounded, and alive, no matter how tired the body may feel. You might be thinking, these all sound wonderful, but I don't live in Japan. That's the beautiful part. You don't have to. These foods, once tucked away in quiet Japanese kitchens, have now quietly made their way across the globe. What used to be rare or exotic is now resting on shelves in your local market, waiting quietly, patiently for someone to notice. Tofu, miso, seaweed, even natto, they're not just Japanese anymore. They've become part of a larger story, a story of people all over the world looking for gentler ways to care for their bodies, a story of healing through food. I've seen them in the heart of New York City, in a small town in Kansas. Even in the middle of Texas, I found dried shiitake mushrooms beside rice crackers and green tea. These are no longer foods for the few. They are gifts for anyone willing to look closely and try something new. You don't need a passport to eat like the Japanese. You just need curiosity and maybe a little rice. So whether you're watching this from a big city or a quiet town, know this: the healing wisdom of Japanese food is already within your reach. All it takes is a gentle shift, one meal, one ingredient, one thoughtful bite at a time.